I will now give the floor to Mrs. Izumi Nakamitsu.
Thank you, Madam President. Madam President, distinguished members of the Security Council, Happy New Year. I thank Council members for the opportunity to brief you again on the implementation of Security Council Resolution 2118 on the elimination of the chemical weapons program of the Syrian Arab Republic. I also take this opportunity to welcome the new non-permanent members of this Council, Albania, Brazil, Gabon, Ghana, and the United Arab Emirates. I look forward to working closely with all of you on this important issue. Since my last briefing on 8th of December 2021, the Office for Disarmament Affairs has continued to maintain regular contact with counterparts at the OPCW on its activities related to this matter. Per established practice, I held a monthly call with the OPCW Director General on 29th of December last year to receive an update on developments and ascertain his views. Additionally, the Office for Disarmament Affairs received a letter from the Permanent Mission of the Syrian Arab Republic dated 27th December 2021, referring to a letter sent by the Syrian Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates to the OPCW Director General concerning the information contained in his latest reports on the progress in the elimination of the Syrian chemical weapons program. This information was studied carefully and forwarded to the OPCW Technical Secretariat. Madam President, as I have previously informed the Council, the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has impacted the OPCW Technical Secretariat's ability to deploy to the Syrian Arab Republic. Nevertheless, the Secretariat maintains its readiness to deploy. Despite continued travel restrictions, the OPCW Technical Secretariat continues to undertake its mandated activities related to the elimination of the Syrian chemical weapons program and its engagement with the Syrian Arab Republic in this regard. Efforts by the OPCW Declaration Assessment Team, or DAT, are still ongoing to clarify all outstanding issues related to the initial and subsequent declarations submitted by the Syrian Arab Republic in accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention. I have been informed that in order to assess the completeness and accuracy of the Syrian Arab Republic's declarations, the DAT conducts an assessment of all incoming information submitted by the Syrian Arab Republic, as well as information generated through other activities. Any gaps, inconsistencies, or discrepancies are raised and discussed with the Syrian National Authority and reported to states parties as outstanding issues. Once the Syrian National Authority provides sufficient information and explanations related to an outstanding issue, the DAT considers the related outstanding issue to be resolved and, if needed, assists the Syrian Arab Republic in amending its initial declaration. I understand that the Syrian Arab Republic has submitted a total of 17 amendments and a number of supplements to its initial declaration. However, out of the 24 outstanding issues opened by the DAT in 2014, 20 remain unresolved. As noted by the OPCW Technical Secretariat, the substance of these outstanding issues is of concern and involves, inter alia, undeclared research, production, and/or weaponization of unknown quantities of chemical weapons and significant quantities of chemical warfare agents or precursors and chemical munitions whose fate has not yet been fully verified by the OPCW Secretariat. Madam President, I have been advised that the OPCW Secretariat has not yet received the requested declaration from the Syrian Arab Republic on all undeclared types and quantities of nerve agents produced and or weaponized at the former chemical weapons production facility that was declared by the Syrian Arab Republic as never having been used to produce and or weaponize chemical warfare agents. I have also been advised that the OPCW Technical Secretariat has not yet received a response from the Syrian Arab Republic on the request for information and documentation regarding the damage caused during an attack on 8th of June 2021 to a military facility that housed a declared former chemical weapons production facility. Nor has it received a response to the request for information regarding the unauthorized movements of remains of 2 destroyed cylinders related to the chemical weapon incident that took place in Douma on 7th of April 2018. In this regard, I call on the Syrian Arab Republic to respond to the OPCW Technical Secretariat's request as soon as possible. Madam President, as I have previously informed the Council, since April 2021, the OPCW Technical Secretariat has attempted to schedule with the Syrian National Authority the 25th round of consultations with the DAT in Damascus. However, I regret to inform Council members that the OPCW Technical Secretariat has not been in a position to conduct this deployment due to the continued refusal by the Syrian Arab Republic to issue an entry visa for 1 member of the DAT. I also regret to inform the Council that efforts by the Technical Secretariat to convene a limited meeting with Syrian experts at the OPCW's headquarters in The Hague in late October 2021 were unsuccessful. I urge the government of the Syrian Arab Republic to facilitate arrangements for the deployment of the DAT and to comply with Resolution 2118, including by allowing immediate and unfettered access to the personnel designated by the OPCW Secretariat as soon as possible. Full cooperation by the Syrian Arab Republic with the OPCW Technical Secretariat is essential to closing these outstanding issues. As has been stressed on numerous occasions, due to the identified gaps, inconsistencies, and discrepancies that remain unresolved, the OPCW Technical Secretariat continues to assess that, at this stage, the declaration submitted by the Syrian Arab Republic cannot be considered accurate and complete in accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention. Madam President, I have been advised that the OPCW Technical Secretariat conducted the 8th round of inspections of Barza and Jamraya facilities of the Scientific Studies and Research Center, SSRC, from 10 to 17 December 2021. The outcome of this round of inspections will be reported in due course. I am also advised that the Syrian Arab Republic has yet to provide sufficient technical information or explanations that would enable the OPCW Technical Secretariat to close the issue related to the detection of a Schedule II chemical at the Barza facilities of the SSRC in November 2018. With regard to the in-person meeting between the OPCW Director General and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates of the Syrian Arab Republic, I note that the officials in charge of preparations continue to discuss the date, location, agenda, and composition of the delegations. Consistent with previous updates to the Council, the OPCW Fact-Finding Mission, or FFM, remains in the process of studying all available information related to allegations of the use of chemical weapons in the Syrian Arab Republic. I have been informed that the FFM deployed to the Syrian Arab Republic between 28 November and 10th of December 2021 to collect information and conduct interviews regarding the incidents that took place in Hama Governorate on 7th July 2017 and 4th August 2017 in Kabiat Masasina, on 9th August 2017 in Khalif al-Tawa, al-Sirmaya, and on 8th November in 2017 in Al-Balil, Suran. The FFM continues to analyze the information collected from recent activities and is preparing for upcoming deployments, which, as I noted, remain subject to the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. I understand that the Investigation and Identification Team, or IIT, continues its investigations into incidents in which the FFM has determined that chemical weapons were used or likely used in the Syrian Arab Republic. The IIT will issue further reports in due course, subject to the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. I take this opportunity to once again reiterate my full support for the integrity, professionalism, impartiality, objectivity, and independence of the work of the OPCW. Madam President, with regard to the decision entitled Addressing the Possession and Use of Chemical Weapons by the Syrian Arab Republic, C25/Decision 9, adopted on 21st April 2021, I have been advised that, unfortunately, the Syrian Arab Republic has not yet completed any of the measures stipulated in paragraph 5 of Decision EC 94/Decision 2. I therefore reiterate my call on the Syrian Arab Republic to cooperate fully with the OPCW Technical Secretariat in that regard. Madam President, distinguished members of the Security Council, it cannot be repeated often enough. There is no justification for the use of chemical weapons by anyone, anywhere, and under any circumstances. The use of such weapons with impunity and without accountability is a threat to international peace and security and a danger to us all. It is therefore imperative to hold accountable all those who have used chemical weapons. As we start the new year, I state my sincere hope once again that members of this Council will unite on this issue. The UN Office for Disarmament Affairs stands ready to provide whatever support and assistance it can. I thank you very much for your attention.
I thank Mrs. Nakamitsu for her briefing.